All right, so here's day 18 of my journey to a $500,000 stock market portfolio. So first thing, if you remember, I had a losing position on Netflix, a put credit spread on Netflix at 320. The short strike was at 320 and the long strike was at 315. And since Netflix was trading in the 290s and it was expiring September 6th, and this was an iron condor or a put credit spread that I was rolling over, waiting for Netflix to come back above 320. So that short strike of 320 got assigned. So now I own 100 shares of Netflix. 100 shares of Netflix. Of course, that's something I don't want. So all of a sudden, I own 100 shares of Netflix at 320. Of course, the stock is trading at 290, 294. So I'm down on the stock. But because I have the long strike at 315, so the put option that I bought for protection, so my max loss on this trade is $500, as I had mentioned in other videos. So I'm going to try to close out this position when the market opens. I'm recording this video September 5th, pre-market. So I'm going to try to close it when the market opens for a $500 loss. If I can't close it on the market, I could ask Questrade or my broker to exercise my put option of 315. So that means I'm going to sell my shares at 315. So I was forced to buy it at 320, but I can sell it at 315 instead of keeping it at 291. Another option is to keep it and just keep selling call options at 320 strikes until Netflix goes up to 320, but I don't want to put $30,000 in Netflix, that's for sure. So this was part of this was an option trade, and I'm going to keep it an option trade, and I just have to accept the loss that was expected if this trade went against me, which it did. So I'm going to try to close it out for the loss that I'm expecting, or I'm going to ask Questrade to exercise my put option at 315, which is going to be the same thing in terms of loss, except that I have to pay a $25 fee to exercise an option. Now I tried to close this out early yesterday but I put an order at $4.50. It didn't get exercised, but I should have tried to close it at $5, which was the max loss, to avoid the $25 fee, because now getting assigned the 100 shares of Netflix, I got charged $25. And now to exercise the put that I have, the 315 put, I'm going to get charged another $25, unless I can close it out on the market together by clicking here, create order. I'm going to try to sell the 100 shares, plus at the same time sell the put option that I have. Together, I should collect at least 315. All right, so if you look at my equity in my margin account, it's up to 63.24, so that's good. The general market is going up. And if you look at my TFSA, I'm up to 50,848. And then my RSP, I'm at 16,727. So total 73,899. So you can see that my margin account is really what's controlling most of my portfolio, because the major swing in balances comes mostly from my margin account. So yesterday, September 4th, I actually had the opportunity to close some put credit spreads, especially on the SPY. I mean, this one here, the one that has a 277 short strike expiring next week, September 13, I could have closed it for $6. But at the same time, I could let it expire worthless next week. Since my strike is 277, right now the SPY is at 296 pre-market, so it went up again. So if I think that come Friday of next week, the SPY will stay above 277, then I don't have to pay $6 to close it, plus another $6 of commissions. So I could either close it out early just to avoid the risk that the market just drops like crazy next week, or just wait and let it expire worthless to keep $12. Same thing with this one here that expires September 23rd. Remember, this one was part of an iron condor that I removed the call side earlier this week. So I'm glad I removed the call side, because now the SPY is at 296. My call side was at 300. So I had until September 23rd to avoid the SPY going above 300. So I think it had a good chance of going above 300. So I'm glad I removed the call side, and I actually removed it. I didn't lose anything by removing it, but I kept the put side, which has a potential profit of $83. And actually, I can actually close that out right today, or yesterday I could have closed it for about $28. So I sold it for $83. I can close it for $28 plus commissions of $6 and $6, so $12. Or I could wait till September 23rd and hopefully it expires worthless as long as it stays above 275 come September 23rd. So that's another possibility. General rule is to close your positions early for a profit, at least 50%, because you never know what could happen. If you have a profit, take it, move on, place another trade. So because it's the SPY, because it's the general market, I think it has a good chance of staying above 277 and 275 come next week and come September 23rd. So I might just keep them. But something like Tesla, which I know can move 20 points in one day, right now it's trading at 222 pre-market, and my short strike is 200 and it expires September 20th. Collected $100. So this one, if I have a chance to close it early for less than $50, I'll do it. But the SPY, I'm still debating. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm just glad that I'm very profitable on these put credit spreads. So today I'm going to try to close a bunch of trades early. I mean, I'll look at the gold, iron condor. I think it's too early to close this one, but American Airlines, this covered call of American Airlines at 24.5, maybe I can close it early. EWZ as well, I can probably close it early at a 37. My strike is 37, the stock is trading at 41.82, so I can probably get close to 37 instead of waiting until September 27th to collect max profit. It wouldn't make sense to wait all the way till September 27th for an extra $20 or something, especially if my max profit is $100. Same thing for AMD. I'm going to try to close it at 28.5. It won't be 28.5 exactly, but something close to it. If it doesn't make sense for me to wait all the way to September 27th to collect an extra $15 or $20, then I'll just close it early. The problem is I don't see any other trade that I want to place exactly. So it's not like I'm going to take that capital and use it towards something else. So that's another thing to consider. If I'm not going to take that capital and use it towards something else, maybe I could just leave it to collect max profit. All right, so this was just a quick overview of my trades yesterday. I didn't make any trades, but this is what I could have done. I could have closed a few trades. And as you can see, my equity went up when the general market goes up. All right, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like always, if you're going to open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral code in the description below the video to get up to $250 back. Thanks for watching.